Well, this is an interesting situation. We've got 4 of us. Hey, Sam. We have got quite a delay. That's going to be interesting. I haven't looked at the actual camera yet. We keep looking at you on screen, but there's another camera. Hi, everybody. Ben and I from the Good Movie Monday podcast, as is Mel, joins us every month. She's from the Melbourne Horror Film Society. We're going to do some lucky dipping. Ben, would you like to go?
Some lucky dipping.
Lucky dipping.
Mr. Accident.
Mr. Accident. Oh, my goodness.
The Yahoo Serious movie?
Yahoo Serious. It's the 3rd and final movie that he made.
And isn't Mr. Accident... Isn't the girl... girl in it
Helen Dellimore.
Helen Dellimore, yeah.
Oh, boy, do I have a crush on her.
She's
Big time.
She's in that movie, that Two Heads Creek, that just came out a couple of years ago.
She certainly is, and she's still fine.
She is, and she was in...
She's married to Abe Forsyth.
Well, I don't think they're married anymore. So
Hey!
you're in with a chance there, Glenny boy. But no, she was in...
Sorry, Mel.
But she was in that the Good Witch. No,
I don't remember.
the Wicked Witch of the West musical.
Oh yeah,
that
she's in
kind
Glenda.
Glenda.
Yeah.
She's in that.
Have you seen Mr. Accident, Sam?
And here come the Habibs.
Yes, she's got the Google machine. Are you aware of Yahoo Serious?
Never heard of him. Well, he's a flash in the pan. Like he was for a while. He was as big as like Paul Hogan. He was like the next Paul Hogan. He was Australia's
he was parodied in The Simpsons. He was a global phenomenon with Young Einstein and Reckless Kelly particularly. But watch Young Einstein if you can, because it's like one of the great Aussie comedies.
We had to, when I was a kid, we had to travel to 5 video stores to find it.
Yeah, it's not. Don't go thinking it's going to be like Young Frankenstein or anything. Like, it's not that movie.
No.
It's Have you seen it?
No.
Oh,
No.
Gosh,
No.
go back. Yeah, it's great.
I think I've got the soundtrack.
Our friend Roger Ward is in it. He plays the baker that bakes kittens.
Yeah.
It's very funny. It's a take on what if Einstein was a Tasmanian apple farmer. Yeah. Anyway, very funny. All right.
My turn.
And Mr. Accident, by the way, is it's about a guy that works at an egg factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
he's accident prone.
Yeah, and everything in society reflects eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was not as successful as...
No. I enjoy it. It's got a great cast and some very underappreciated slapstick comedy in there, but...
I thought you were going to say boobs then.
No. It's better than Reckless Kelly. I'm going to put that out there.
That's a big call.
It is. It's a huge call, controversial call, and no one will agree.
You'll take some flack on the internet for that one, Glenn.
We have to have people watching first, Ben.
Good point. Well made.
What did you come up with?
Metal Skin.
Oh, another Australian film.
Yeah, Metal Skin is Jeffrey Wright's 3rd feature film after the one after Romper Stomper. I was
with Tara Maurice, who was hot off Strictly Ballroom.
Yes, it's. I think it's like it didn't perform well at the box office because of the shadow of Romper Stomper, but I think it's a banger. I really love this film.
I have never seen it. I've got the VHS tape, and I remember the tape and the trailer because it was a Roadshow tape, and Roadshow stuck that trailer on everything.
Yeah. They
had high hopes for it.
It's like a real Darrow Bogany version of Fast and the Furious, like set in the western suburbs of Melbourne, like down Altona,
racing Tiranas.
Yeah,
is that what they're
the kind of Ben Mendelsohn
getting the Bat Datsun 120Y.
I need to see it.
I was working work experience at Triple R when that film came out, and Ben Mendelsohn came into the studio. Biggest cunt I've ever met. Like, he was an absolute prick of a guy, but He was also like, I love him though, like now, but
Devastating.
at that time, I was an impressionable teenage boy. That's like,
Yeah.
look, my God, that guy from these movies I love, The Year My Voice Broke and The Big Steal and all stuff like that.
Oh, he's
And at this point in time,
best.
he was going through, I'm pretty sure, a pretty heavy drug phase. He
Yeah.
was wearing his leather trench coats. He had the long, oily hair, and he was just up himself. And
Yeah.
he just was really disrespectful to people like me and others. But
Well, you were the work experience boy, so.
yeah.
But my Ben Mendelsohn story, the alternate worlds Ben Mendelsohn story,
Yeah.
which is
What was that? Huge.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's worth the
Damn
wait.
straight, Sam. Got to pay your dues. But he used to come into alternate worlds all the time, and he asked to use the toilet.
Yeah.
To which we said sure. Off he goes to the toilet, comes back, and afterwards the next person to use it notices that there is possibly the world's biggest turd left in the bowl.
This could have been a Priscilla Queen of the Desert ABBA moment.
Well, it would have, it potentially could have been a, like
you could wear that around your neck, Mr.
like
T
that,
style.
like that, the scene in Train, yeah. It was like the thing in Porno Holocaust. The killer has. It's like that, in Train Spotting when he talks about how when you get off heroin, when you're on heroin, you constipated. Then when you get off it, it just comes out of you like a hot snake.
As was
Maybe
proven
that's- as was
in the
proven
film.
In the film, yeah. Yeah, he has to go into the worst toilet in Britain.
Not only that, I'm talking about the scene when, what's his name? This is Spud that wakes up in
Yeah.
his girlfriend's bed, Kelly McDonald's bed,
Yeah.
and it's full of pudding.
Is that what it was?
That was shit.
Yeah. But was it? Did they really? Is he method? Spud method.
Really shit everywhere.
Well, they flung it in
Eagles.
everyone's face, so... My
It's one
goodness.
of the bloopers. The really weird Train Spotting bloopers where they're just having a really good time throwing
know.
shit at each other.
Yuck. Okay. Sam, do you want to go next? We'll wait.
Yeah. You have to wait. Maybe at least 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if we've talked about it. Stand By Me.
Well, let's talk about it again.
Okay.
There's no shitting in this film, but there's lots of spewing.
There's leeches.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There's leeches on the junk.
Yeah, and whenever you see that done in other movies like The Lost City, it's been done
Yeah.
too many times, and there's always got to be one on the nuts.
But yeah, but they don't do it on the
No,
nuts.
they went up
here.
the arse.
Although from the trailer, I could have sworn they did the leeches on the nuts in
Tell me
Lost
they
City.
tell me
and
they didn't
cut
write it
out.
or film it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they cut it out, and it's just always on his butt.
Someone said this has been done before.
Well, yeah.
Many times. What does Stand By Me mean to you?
Many times. I think I've watched it a million times.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird for I don't know, you tell me, but I think it's weird for a female to relate so much to like young boys going on an adventure, but I think it's the adventure side of things and being younger and maybe not taking into consideration that it is kind of like a boys' club. I think there's like one female scene in the whole film, but I don't know. I love it. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do.
It's an interesting point because, like, I associate with my childhood and the adventures I got up to. Were you a
No,
tomboy?
I was a massive tomboy, so
Yeah.
no, I definitely related to.
But if you were a girly girl, would you have been?
yeah, maybe
as
not so
interested in
much,
it?
but yeah, I was on the jumps on my bike.
Yes, BMX.
And
Okay.
I'd cart my little brother, so I was in grade 6 and he was in preps, and I'd always make him ride the long way home from school, and he'd be like, "No, miss, I don't want to go," and I'm like, "Come on," and we'd be going over these jumps, and then you'd land into a tree, and yeah, good times.
I like that you made your little brother call you Miss.
And my whole family calls me Miss.
It's
Oh,
Melissa.
really?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I just thought it was like
Missy.
Miss.
Yeah,
Like
see.
Miss.
Oh, no,
That's what-
Missy.
Like, please,
Yeah.
Miss.
'Cause my,
Yes, please, Miss.
My
No,
wife's family calls
definitely
her
not.
Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, good one, Sam. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Great
Hope they
movie.
never do a new adaptation of that one. That would suck. It'll probably be
No, they
good.
could do a Hallmark version.
Ooh, I'd watch that. Oh, no, it's not what I thought it was. You know what I thought that was, don't you?
The Pest.
It's not The Pest, it's The Post, but we can talk about The Pest.
Yeah, because who cares about The Post? I didn't care about that movie as I was watching
Well,
it.
the Post is the Steven Spielberg film. I like it a lot. It's a Steven Spielberg film that is the sequel to All the President's Men. Or the prequel.
Yeah, but what is it they discover? The abuse in the Catholic Church?
No, that's Spotlight.
Is that Spotlight?
Yeah.
So what's The Post then?
The Post is the Watergate scandal. No, it picks up after the Watergate scandal, and then it's on to the Pentagon Papers.
Right.
So it's all about the Pentagon Papers.
So who's in this one?
Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks
Definitely
plays.
seen it, but see, obviously I didn't give a shit about it because I don't remember anything that happened in it.
I like it a lot. The interesting thing is Steven Spielberg opens up the film with a scene that is stitched together with the final scene of All the President's Men.
Hal Holbrook giving someone a blowjob.
So you could watch the films
'cause he's
in
deep
one
throat.
timeline.
If you haven't figured, it's because he's deep throat. Just explaining my gag.
Didn't land that well.
No.
No.
Felt it needed an explanation. Never a good sign for a gag.
Well, when you deep throat, that's a good sign for a gag.
Yeah.
Well, we've done the full round. Let's do another couple.
All right.
Sam, you do one more.
We didn't talk about the pest though.
No, that was a
Yeah,
joke.
we could talk. We did talk about the pest a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we've done. We talk about the pest a lot because it always invokes, me going, I like to. It's the song at the start of the film. It's very funny. One of no, I won't even say it. I'll get myself cancelled. You know where I was going then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Upgrade.
That's
Shot
a
in Melbourne.
Blumhouse film.
Yeah. Jared and I interviewed the director for that.
Which was
Lee Winnell.
Lee Winnell, that's it. Yeah, I was going to say you two had your hands in that pie.
We did. We interviewed him at Dockland Studio.
Did you guys have anything to do with the release at all?
No.
No? Okay. Do you like this one, obviously? You've put
I
it
don't
in
think
your
so.
little receptacle.
Maybe we helped. We didn't release it.
Yeah, go on.
A lot of films I've got in here that I've just seen that I put in here, but yes, I like this one quite a bit. Although I like Lee Winnell and his films mostly, like The Invisible Man. I really loved.
Yeah, I did like that one.
So yeah,
I don't think you're not a fan, are you?
I wasn't a big fan of The Invisible Man.
Really?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shock around the room.
Yeah, I didn't. Wasn't a big fan, but it does. Upgrade does star your best mate, Clayton Jacobson, as the barman.
Who you heard on Monday's Good Movie Monday advertising Kaiju beer. Thank you, Clayton. There's a plug if I've seen one.
And it is delicious.
You're both already pissed.
Yeah, a little bit.
I've got a knife under the table. Yeah, I was drinking some beer during the podcast, and just in that last final run, I kind of spiraled a little bit.
Lost the plot.
Yeah, that's all right. It happens. Mel, do you want to pull another one out?
Oh, I just want to pull another one out. I mean, I haven't spiraled off the beer at
Only
all.
when the camera's rolling. Always.
Okay, Monkey Bone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a movie that no one has talked about.
Although I reckon we've
Since it
talked
came
about
out,
it
except for
on
us.
the show, like with Sam, maybe. Maybe that's where you've heard about it before. It's
The
go
funny
on.
thing is, I remember my first memory of Monkey Bone was that it was in maybe Total Film magazine or Neon magazine, where they used to have this section where they would talk about upcoming films. And it had this, I can't remember who was in it, but I remember at the time thinking, like, it's a great cast. I think Tim Burton or someone was supposed to be doing it, and it sounded great. And then when it finally came out, it wasn't any of those things.
Well, it's not the movie it was even supposed to be.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be based off a graphic novel, which it wasn't in the end either. Like,
So it's directed by Henry Selick, who directed The Nightmare Before Christmas and James and the Giant Peach. So it's stop motion. It's the first one where he brought live action in with it, with Brendan Fraser and Bridget Fonda and Rose McGowan, I think, is in that one. Yeah, it's a fun
And
movie.
Fred hang on, that's
Fred
Jack and
Astaire, no, he
that's,
died long
Jack,
before
that's
that.
Jack and the Beanstalk one. That's the
Yeah, but
that's the live action animated one.
it's
that I was
fun.
thinking.
It's a naughty film. Like, I don't think you get away with the jokes in that one now.
No, but that can be said for any movie in the 90s, made in the 90s.
Interesting, Rose McGowan's in there,
Yeah.
so go figure. I like Henry Selick as a director. He's he did Coraline as well.
I like Coraline. Coraline's good.
Yeah.
Terrifies my niece. I still turn up to the house with the buttons on my eyes. I'm your other uncle.
How do you get in?
There you go, yeah. No, well,
Like, if you turn
No,
up with buttons in your eyes,
I just go home. I do it because they live close to you, Glenn. I just do it on my way here, so I actually have somewhere else to go. I haven't just driven 45 minutes for nothing, for a gag that really only now works on the younger one.
Well, given I'm so close, if you ever want a pop-up surprise button appearance, just let me know. I'm up for
The
service.
trouble is driving there with those button eyes on.
Yeah, exactly.
Problematic.
Hey, Sam, thanks so much for another one. This has been a weird one. The delay's been interesting. It'll make for an amusing video. Mel, thank you.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Ben, next week. Next week for you too, Sam. Excellent. See you, everybody.